Yeah, look. Okay, let me turn my radar off now because that's going to get distracted.
So no
Give me
one
a
was
quick mic
injured.
check
No
if you
one
don't
was
mind.
injured at this point.
What about the driver?
I have not been told he's injured.
Okay. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Face this way.
Ready here.
Face him.
Face
That
him.
way your face is in the
Yeah,
middle.
well, who? Face you, me?
In the middle. Yeah, just look at the
yeah,
middle.
so just look like me, sorry.
Okay, you guys ready?
Name, spelling, and title.
It's Lieutenant Christian Sharp. Last name spelled S-H-A-R-P.
And what do we got here?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, at about, I'd say about 10:15, we received some calls from a regional auto theft task force, RATT, detectives that they were on a surveillance of a stolen truck, the truck that you see parked behind me against the tree. When they realized the truck was still occupied with a suspect inside, they moved in to take custody of the suspect with a couple of our uniformed officers with assistance. When they tried to take the suspect into custody, the suspect jumped into the driver's seat of the truck. He started it, and he began to start ramming the detectives' vehicles. The detectives were just getting out of their cars, so they scrambled out of the way. The suspect continued to ram multiple police cars, detectives' cars, until he was able to force his way out. He drove.
And where did this happen? I'm sorry.
And this happened in Mariners Point, West Point, Loma Boulevard, about 4300 block. The suspect then crashed into two unoccupied parked cars in the near the neighborhood and got back out onto the main streets. As the suspect went westbound towards Nimitz Boulevard, he went into the oncoming lanes and started driving against traffic. At that point, due to safety, we discontinued the pursuit of the suspect vehicle. He continued from Nimitz onto SeaWorld Drive over here to Quivira, just by Ingram Street. We reacquired the truck. We attempted to stop him again. He took off. He crashed into a detective's car again over here of Quivira. He then drove over the grass behind me where he smashed his truck into a tree. He then attempted to flee on foot. He made it about 50 yards from the truck, and he was taken into custody by our police officers. So right now we're still early in the investigation. We're trying to determine who he is. He is looking at multiple assault with a deadly weapon charges where he's ramming the truck, trying to force his way out, along with the hit and runs of the cars themselves and possession of a stolen vehicle, and obviously the vehicle pursuit. So he's facing multiple felony charges.
Now back to the driving. We understand he was going the wrong way on the SeaWorld Drive bridge or the Nimitz.
The Nimitz Bridge.
Going the wrong way on that bridge.
Yes.
Okay, and then we noticed that he hit another car here besides the detectives here over here in Quivira.
Yeah, so we're investigating that. I don't know if it's a detective's car or if it's another civilian car. We're still, like I said, we're trying to piece all of this together. It's pretty complicated. This pursuit lasted about 9 minutes total. Between the time that we discontinued the pursuit and the time we reacquired him was about 2 minutes, but we started flooding the area with multiple police officers.
And we understand he was armed with a knife at one point?
Yeah, the detectives confirmed that when they were trying to take him to custody initially, before he started ramming the cars, that he had armed himself with a knife inside the truck.
No other passengers on the inside. I heard something about a female.
No other passengers. He was a sole occupant of the vehicle, and right now we have no one injured, thank goodness.
Now, when we heard the call initially go out before the stop, it sounded like they were predicting it might turn into a violent hot stop. Are you aware of this?
No.
So they may know the suspect
Well, they might have information about who originally stole the truck. I don't know how they obtained the location of the truck. That's part of their investigation. I know that our agency got called in once they located the truck and they needed our assistance apprehending the suspect.
I'm sorry if you said so. No injuries to anybody?
No one was injured this time.
Just a little background about the RATT team. Are they exclusively SDPD or are they a regional? Kind of explain that a little bit. Just
Yeah,
a little background on that, on them
Sure.
specifically.
Yeah, Regional Auto Theft Task Force. So RATT is actually composed of various agencies, Chula Vista National City, sheriffs, and San Diego PD, detectives that work together, and they go around through the county locating and apprehending auto thieves and recovering stolen vehicles.
What does it say about about you guys not using deadly force? Because anything within that realm, you guys had the right to use deadly force to stop him.
Absolutely. I mean, he was ramming multiple vehicles. I mean, he could have killed any one of the detectives over at the scene. They showed considerable restraint throughout this incident.
Okay.
And when he got in the truck and hit the tree, he was also still trying to get away?
Correct.
And were officers in front of him?
Well, officers were surrounding the area. I think they were able to cut off his foot pursuit, but when he ran northeast from the truck, the officers that were still coming inbound were able to cut off his escape.
And just to be clear, at no time were any shots fired by any officers.
Yeah, there was no shots fired during this incident whatsoever.
Anything like to add, sir?
No.
Thank you so much
Cool.
for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I appreciate
RATT 10 number 5. This call Sam, we have one in custody. Is there anyone outstanding? Anyone's outstanding? No one is outstanding.
Brandon. B-R-A-N.
65 down to the United 7.
Date of birth, Brandon.
This was he would have a patrol unit at the original scene. So we have this day down at the original scene. Media 97. Media 97. Good one. 24 dollars, we can go to the original scene. This was 23 jobs. 24 Georgia 10-4. Second one, media 10-4, media 97. Number 14 down on my right. That's the original scene.
We don't want to put you in RATT. Can you back up, please?
Backing up.
Thank
Hey
you.
man, why'd you run, dude? Caused a lot of grief, man.
We're good, right? Search? Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna look good in those pinstripes. Matches your shirt.
Can I have you back up that a little bit? Like 10, 5 feet that way, please?
Are you asking me or you're telling me?
I'm asking.
It's gonna be no, and you're gonna have to accept that. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Glad you're safe. Please get your shot. You can ask my name. You don't have to look at my badge.
I was just curious. I was not looking at your name. I was just trying to figure out like what's the organization. I was just curious.
Freelance. What's up, Lieutenant? Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
I'm looking one, give me a 1021, wait just a minute.
Sure. We talked about this morning. So when this came out, we were walking under the rain and we were looking at those strangers in this bridge.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy, but I bet you that guy's under.
Yeah, sure.
Give him a sheet. You see, look for that.
I didn't read the original 211, so if he's identified suspect in that case, yes.
Okay, so
100%. Perfect. And I talked to High Horse Little, he's 10-4 on both cases, and they're handling everything. Perfect. We got the canvas here with the
yeah. So when you guys, your vehicles, when you finally got out, there's logging down after resistance on the mark presence. We roll in, did the takedown, your guy was number one. As soon as he lit him up, the guy hops from the back seat to the driver's seat, starts gunning it forward and backward. We pinned him in pretty good. We used the car just ran right through the barricade. So at that point, when we started doing the ramming, we were already outside the vehicle, like using our vehicle as cover. We just ran right through it. Got it. Okay, I was told that there was a